lipstick on his arm already, isn't there, Hugo?
I don't know what that is. I thought it was tomato sauce, but let's just move past it, Trace. I don't want to talk about Harry's attire, Harry's wear
I would
anymore.
love to know more about this, of course. There's a bit behind it. Now, understanding it, you must have a galaxy brain, something
no
I don't.
one is more battle-scarred than Mr. Russell.
Well warned, Mr. Russell, at that, as we get this pistol round underway. Worn to the bone. It's going to be Bondic right over the top. Krizen's going to be there with him. These Glocks are going to prove to be a little OP for Nealon. But don't worry, Mal's going to be here with the trade. And so far, so good. Winstrike have gained a lot of ground and also are going to gain another casualty. Krizen falls. USPs, they're looking hot to trot. 3 versus 3. This fight ensues for the lower bomb site. And so far, Winstrike up in numbers by 1. And as I say that, things immediately change. Of course.
All down to CIS here. He stopped the bomb. Dear oh dear. Krizen ran here on his own through the doors without checking anything, with no teammate to trade, and that's put Winstrike in quite a predicament. Despite having the advantage here, doesn't feel that way. Oh, that's a spot. They got the info. They know where he is, but CIS has the knowledge. The missed shot. He finally figures out there's a man on the site, but now they both are. Elian will take him down. 20 health to his name, but he finds 3 in the round. It's going to be Winstrike on the pistol.
Now, what was the statistic that we looked at for Syman Gaming in this map coming into this one, Hugo?
The fact that they have 2 maps played on this map, Trace.
Yes.
That's not a lot.
That's it.
In fact, quite few.
Now, how did they fare on those 2 maps, Hugo?
I can do some deep diving. They took Havu. They took a loss to Havu. Sorry, 16-11.
Okay.
They also took a loss to Salamander in overtime.
Salamander.
Salamander.
Not to be confused with the geckos or the chameleons of the world. The salamanders.
The Hungarian heroes that have been actually looking pretty good online recently. But yeah, Syman. That's all they've got on this map. Winstrike, I mean, they opened this entire road to Rio by 16-0ing unique on this map. Hobby had like 28 kills and 5 deaths, so they're more than comfortable here.
Yeah, now many people might not know the salamanders, but it's obviously Anders' fishing business, the salmon Anders. We all love him.
Salmon Anders.
Yeah, you know.
What's wrong with you today, Harry?
I know, man. Words are just something that he played around with. And Bondic, he's playing around with the players at the A bomb site, but he decides playtime is over, and they're going to go back over here towards B ramp, trying to get stuck in to this B bomb site, and this would be the perfect time to hit it. There's 3 players left for Syman Gaming. They're all up here towards the yard. And that bomb, it gets free passage down towards B. Bomb plant going to come through. A second on the board, almost inevitable here for Winstrike. These 3 players are just going to look to hold on to what they can. And that might not even be a lot.
Yeah, I like the fact that Winstrike is still lurking top, right? They're not dedicated lower. They still have players hunting the kills. Hobbit, that is amazing. Wow. He completely outplays Nealon. He just runs right below him. And he stayed on the edge of the wall, so Nealon couldn't really get an angle on him. And Hobbit gets away with murder. It's going to be Bondic to murder Nealon coming out of heaven. And Mo can't escape with the scout. It is a clean, flawless round for Winstrike. Yeah, they look very comfortable on this map, and I think that doesn't bode well for Syman in any sense of the word. 2-0 lead. If anything, the T side almost feels like it's going to favor them here. If Syman don't have their rotations to lower, like down put, and know exactly how people should be reacting to certain plays, then they're going to be in a world of hurt, especially at this level. So let's see what the plan is for Syman here with a full eco. Winstrike should just be able to burst the bomb site. CZ and a P250. It's A flashes here for Winstrike.
Yeah, only up against the pistols, so they're looking to keep this one clean. But a lot of early damage has come in, and CIS has been able to get away with a double kill up on top of the hut. Somehow, some way, there might be a chance for Syman Gaming in this round. Now, the remaining 2 players outside of CIS do have a P250 and a USP. There's no armor. There's a MAC-10 that's been retrieved. It's not like the round-winning combination here for Syman Gaming, but if they're able to get some usage out of these SMGs that they've retrieved, if you're able to blindside even one of these players for Winstrike, then maybe there's still a chance in this round.
But as you can see, the bomb site has been conceded. Syman rotating lower, but oh, they just about get the kill after the plant comes through. Krizen needs to trade, but he can't see because of the ring. Oh dear, it's a mess. Krizen finishes the frag, and Elian closes the round, but that did not feel clean for Winstrike. It did not feel comfortable, but it is a round nonetheless. 3-0. And that eco almost gets scary. Syman, though, do a good job of at least making that costly. But Winstrike made the right call, right? A lot of teams could have just committed to that. They lose 2 players to Kriaz, and they just back out a door. They smoke the weapons off the SMGs to at least stall Syman out there, and then they just execute ramp as a team. So it's going to be the 3-0 lead that Winstrike need. Syman and the buy, they've got the AWP as well, but look at the pace being set. Neela might not be ready for how fast these T's are out and about in the yard. They get a kill. The AWP comes in on rotation, but no armor, and an immediate bullet to the face for Mo, and he is not going to be able to connect anything with that. Winstrike have the yard. They have a 5-on-3, and Syman feel the need to push.
Yeah, they're trying to aggress into lobby through Hart and Squeaky. This is a pretty common response when you lose outside control, because you are starting to get paranoid about the potential of a heaven or main push. And this aggression into the lobby finds a lot of success. It's Kios doubling up, leaving a 3-on-3 now available to Syman Gaming. Hobbit is trapped in CT spawn as well. However, committed to this fight is Kriaz. He's got to run through the molly. And he just about survives. 4 points of health as he really does run the gauntlet.
He didn't even really need to do that. Like, he could have just stayed in that position. He would have survived until Elian got up the top. Player coming out of secret now should be able to seal the round. Elian's been spotted, but he's looking for the orb. He's actually going to fall and go elsewhere. He's got the bomb. Why not give it a go? You can clutch this round in the lower site. Syman are going to have to rotate fast, and they have done that at least, but no one in B. He should be able to get the plant. I say that, the door getting open, and Elian, he's dead in the water here. Both players at the same time opening the doors, and it's Syman to find a round off the back of it. Kios with 4.
Yeah, huge round from him, right? That's on the back of that lobby aggression. That really is the turning point in that round, because suddenly, you know, it goes from a 5-on-3 to Winstrike, a round that they feel so comfortable in, to losing this lobby control. And at that point, it's a real problem for Winstrike, because they were setting up to split into A by the looks of things. You know, they were contesting this hell and heaven area. And so these 3 players that were outside that had this great flank suddenly just become stranded out on an island with nowhere left to turn. No site looking secure, and the whole map just feeling like a big question mark. So now, first on the board for Syman, they're looking to continue this success. The reinvestment through from Winstrike. AWP in the hands of Elian. We get to see that now. A slow approach here to kickstart this 5th round.
Yeah, Winstrike just defaulting, right? Hobbit looking outside, pressure in the heart, trying to wallbang. Seeing if Syman do anything. Lackey's outside. Oh, dear, he's been spotted though. Push up, dangerous one, but at best, Neelan gonna go down. Lackey was lining up some kind of hell smoke, it seems. I want to see where this lands. Yeah, it's gonna be in front of the hell side. I like that. Cuts off what could be an AWP, means it has to fight from upper. There are smokes that land in this upper position as well, but Winstrike haven't thrown any of them down. And the AWP doesn't want to focus outside forever either, considering this is looking like a top play. Winstrike splitting main from that outside control. Timing is everything. Elian's out the door with the AWP. 3 men here. Syman quite the setup. Wallbang is good though. They're going to hear the connection. Kios, he is hanging around and he is doing it dangerously. Mo's been picked up from the heaven and Kios will get checked. They knew he was there. What an excellent crunch for Winstrike. They isolate the players. They figure out where they are. They stop. And then they all push in at the same time, knowing where to be aiming and who to kill. That earlier wallbang did give away Kios' position, and Winstrike was so ready for it. 4-1 up, a flawless round on the A site. I can't think of the last time I've seen a top site play in a rifle round not get any deaths for the T's. Like, that's just how well Winstrike did it. They split everything at the same time.
Oh, they're really desperate to take this gun away as well. It's the only thing that Syman Gaming are really going to have to build off of in the next round. But in hunting him, they've given him an AK. And Kriaz does not want to part way with it. Bondic will finally remove it from his hands, and that kill comes through. That actually sets Syman Gaming up perfectly now to continue this tear. If an AK was saved, I don't think we would have seen a buy, but there certainly was like the potential for things to get a little bit dangerous in this round here, right? Especially with Kriaz having $5,200 in that bank account. If he still had the AK, he would have had armor. He could have potentially dropped something over to bring a bit more into this round. And that's just no longer a threat anymore. You know, if you're Syman Gaming at this point, you want everyone to have the same money. You want to just take this partial / eco round. It's only Kriaz investing a little bit extra, as we say, because he had more money. And so this has set Winstrike up nicely to just secure this 5th round with very little pressure on their backs.
Look at the pace, man. This is, I always respect teams that try and abuse this on Nuke. Like, Hobbit is taking the fastest possible route to be from Secret with these smokes that land immediately because he pops a molly and they therefore pop on the molly, right? The smoke blooms. He's able to get down B so quickly and cut off this vent position. He can do whatever he wants here. He can work into the site. He can make sure that Syman don't have Secret, which he's already done. He can hold the vent for rotations, which is what he's doing right now. And he's going to molly it and go to decon, try and clear out Kriaz here. The timing is not good for Kriaz. He looks away. Hobbit comes through the door, and Winstrike have the B site in the round. 5-1, guaranteed. Both these CTs too far away to have any impact into this post plant, at least for the time being. So, yeah, there's a reason Winstrike like this map, and I can see it plain as day in front of me.
And it's another one of these very, very clean rounds. So Winstrike, they really are looking to just be bounds ahead of Syman Gaming, right? It's really going to feel like a grind before Syman Gaming get this game back under control in any way, shape, or form. You know, you're going to have to break down multiple buy rounds. You don't just get one freebie and then you bring the economy of Winstrike to its knees and can look to chain together some rounds. No, you are going to be up against rifles for the foreseeable future. And here's some typing going on. Well, there could be words between friends, or maybe a timeout, but it doesn't look like that. Syman Gaming, that is. They've got the AWP over in the hands of Mo. He's got to be ready to go toe-to-toe with Elian, who's having a stellar series right now. He was the top performer back on Mirage. He's continuing in that shining light here on Nuke. Kriaz, oh dear. Winstrike, they've picked up the pace. He's got to run for the hills. Down into the B bomb site he goes. Dropping down, trying to hold the line. Now Winstrike, they've got ramp. They don't have to commit to be on the back of it, but they certainly look like they're planning to.
Oh, no.
They cut down Kriaz. Elian's coming late to the ramp room as well, and he might look to hold on to this with the AWP. He does have Mo on the other side.
Oh,
that's
nice.
pretty cool. Wall banging the man planting the bomb.
That wallbang that he just tried as well, the one upper, is even more effective. If you use an AWP there, you're going to get a one-shot. So, it's pretty good. Here's the push, though. Here's the retake. It's an attempt for Syman, but the AWP is posted on the door, the decon, and he won't let them pass. Gets a tag on Norbert retreating, and that's exactly what Syman should do in this round. Retreat, because it's looking lost. They're going to give it a go. Neelan considering it, but Norbert runs away. He is already tagged up, has an AWP available, and may as well give this one to Winstrike. The time was not there. And the rounds certainly are. 6-1 for Winstrike.
Yeah,
So we talk about those wallbangs down on B. There's a lot of cool wallbangs you can do on this map. One of the ones that I like that you struggle to do now was like I found a bunch of wallbangs over on the A site that they used to be these ropes on the ground by main. They got removed. I never saw it in any patch notes, but they're not there anymore. That was like 2 or 3 updates ago. You used to be able to line up with the ropes and like the checkered floor, and you could actually wallbang the default plant spots like very, very reliably. It was pretty sick. Hard to do now without the ropes. They were like a pretty integral part of that lineup, as it turned out.
I tell you what, we'll go in the kitchen when we get back. We'll get the ropes out. We'll lay it all over the floor.
We'll figure this out.
We'll figure it
We'll
out.
start breaking holes in the ground so we can shoot downstairs. Yeah.
Breaking ground. That's what we're trying to do here, or at least what Syman Gaming are trying to do. They need to put up a fortress. And so far, theirs, well, it is shown that it is not level 10 walls.
Yeah, the ground is breaking below Mo right now with a shot like that. Slipping as he could have taken advantage onto the silo player earlier on. Now instead it's still a 5-on-5 with a door player with an AWP. That's a bit ridiculous from Elian. If he goes back for more, Norbert will be fighting this time, but looking to just smoke it off instead and almost hint that they're going down secret. No one will be, but now Norbert's checking it. And so He knows, he has that information. He can stay on this top site, and you can see no one's rotated on that mini-map to lower because they know it's all a fake. It's a ramp take. Instead, Kriaz again pushed back. The hard life of a ramp player at times. Mo's going to come and try and assist, but he gets mollied and flashed. No info, no chance. Got to give it up. B is here for Kriaz. He actually has a good position this time, but it is almost a one-and-done spot, right? Good luck getting more than 1 or 2 kills here. Bondic even has a Molotov if he wants to throw it in. It's more common to see it in dark, though. We'll go towards Decon. Winstrike need to clear the site.
Oh, they're going to check him. Surely, after he takes down Bondic, he can't get more than that, and he doesn't. But Norbert, quick on the case. This is that Decon. He's going to go for the spam again, I can imagine. Should he win this fight out? Nope, he was distracted. So the bomb will get planted. And this looks very, very similar to the round that we just watched. Elian still trying to get the op. Same angle towards Decon. Now just 4 players alive for Syman to retake the site.
Double door push, and Elian's got to be ready to respond to it. He does put up the first kill required. Now, Syman Gaming players trying to get across into the site, but Hobbit cuts down another. Mo does come in with a nice little wall bang. Gets the kill the second time around, but the time has already ticked too low, and he's getting hunted. Elian is charging after him. Mo gets the kill, but doesn't survive till the end of the round. The AWP has been removed, courtesy of the AWP on the other side of the cards. Winstrike up 7-1. This dominance continues on their T side, and it should be in this position now where it can just keep spiraling out of control. As long as they keep finding this success, it becomes very hard for Syman to break the mold and get out of this one.
Yeah, I mean, just, you know, we talked to Hobbit before this game, and he seemed like a cheery old lad. He seemed real happy.
Yeah.
But don't let that fool you. That man is an assassin. And he has other assassins with him on his team that are currently decimating Syman Gaming here.
Yeah, I think Elian has been probably the most impressive player to me. Obviously, we kind of expect that level from Hobbit, but Elian, dude, this guy, 25 kills in the last map, top of the server. He's 11-2 on the T side of Nuke. He's AWPing out Squeaky Door like an absolute psychopath, Trace. And it's making it work.
Some of us can do that. I guess to others, that's foreign concept, but...
I mean, I love opening the door, taking a shot main, getting that kill, closing the door. That's about my limit with AWPing door.
Here's the easiest way to hold door. Pro tip, you ready, Hugo?
Yeah, hit me.
You get the sawed off.
Yeah.
And you go opposite vent.
Ah.
And then that way, you can't hit anybody, but also... you can't hit anybody.
Yeah.
Also,
so
you have to,
you
know, you would be CTs at that point. You'd have to rely on getting the sawn off of someone else.
Good luck with that.
So you convince the enemy to buy the sawn off, and then you use it again. I like that. That's a mind game.
Yes.
Syman Gaming should be typing in chat right now. Hey, Hobbit, mate, buy the sawn off. There you.
Buy the sauna.
The sauna. Buy it all. Things are getting steamy here, but it's Winstrike. I can't think of any way to link that in.
7-1. They are hot indeed.
They certainly are. And they're looking to pick up the pace in this round and maybe bring the heat back to this A-bomb site. Bondic, the first man in, and it's not a relaxing day at the Spa. It's anything but, my goodness, this A-bomb site is just rife with death. Nealon all alone, 1v3, but everyone is tagged, and he does deny the bomb. Bondic caught with util out, but he's able to give us a little spin, a pirouette from Bondic as he lands that one. What a champion.
Cool. And he's so graceful on his feet. It's unbelievable.
Bondic actually trained as a ballerina for many years before being a Counter-Strike pro.
And that was
like Chad Sponge Birchall.
Yeah, and that was just before his figure skating career took off. So he had to make a hard choice.
It was a 2-for-1.
It was either, you know,
stand on ice or stand on flat ground.
Exactly.
I mean,
how are you going to interpretate your art?
Wow.
Interpret even.
Interpretate.
Interpretate. Shout out Chad Birchall for teaching me that one.
This is quite the game for Winstrike, though, guys. Like, let's remember they're a map up in the series. This is a quarterfinal, and the winner, of course, going on to take on the team that knocked Na'Vi out of the competition. It was Hard Legion in that group stage. Every team 2-2. The winners went through. The losers did not. Na'Vi, well, they were losers in that game, getting 2-0 by Hard Legion as well. And that's certainly not an easy game, right? Like, Hard Legion, they beat Na'Vi, that's impressive. But look at some of the names on this team, right? I'm sure many will remember from the Berlin Major, the likes of Forrester, Crad, Kinky, Sviat, and Rage is in this team as well.
Sviat.
So we got some known names in this scene.
Speaking about some other known names, perhaps, you know what? This one just isn't doing it for me. You know, like this, it's not you, it's me type situation here. And that's because you don't know much about Syman Gaming or Winstrike, nor do you really watch much CIS Counter-Strike. That's fine. That's okay. Because the lower bracket for the playoffs of the European division will be going on after this. The CSL 1 Road to Rio is going to be featuring Vitality and Nip.
Whoa.
And then the last game of the day, now hold your horses.
Wait, really? More?
There's more.
No, which one?
Heretics
Versus?
taking on G2.
Esports.
Yes, that's right. And that's going to be the last game of the day, of course.
Yeah, that's a French frenzy. So keep your eyes on that one later on. Right now, it's the AWP for Mo. He's moved away. He's been missing shots behind the garage, so he's hearing the secret, but it's being held. It's being yiggled. Won't be good, though. Lackey goes down early. That's finally a kill for Syman. Finally an advantage in their hands. What will they do with it?
Oh, another kill goes in favor of Syman. It's Hobbit getting caught. Oh, it's just all coming up in favor of Syman Gaming right now. Kriaz doming Elian over here towards the ramp and now posted up once again, ready for round 2 if Crizzen would give it to him. He's not going to do that, though. Looks to rejoin with Bondic. 45 seconds left to make this 2v5 happen. They do have 2 smokes, 2 flashes, a Molotov. They do have like enough util to try and force some of these A players out of position, but it all hinged on that first fight between Bondic and Kioz. And with that one not going their way, Crizzen left in this clutch. Feels undoable, looks undoable, and it proves to be exactly that. Second round on the board for Syman Gaming, and a flawless one, no yet.
Okay.
So that's great for them.
So let's just examine that for a second. A flawless round after you've been pushed around on your CT side. How do things go this way, Hugo? What is going on?
Winstrike, I guess, loosen up, right? Like, obviously, a lot of it's off with the first kill. It just kind of falls apart after that. But Winstrike are playing a loose round. They're 8-2. They're going, or 8-1. They're going, guys, yeah, let's just default. Everyone look for kills. Everyone do your thing. And when you don't go into a round with a game plan, that can happen, especially where you're on a map. It's extremely CT-sided. Like, CTs are favored in almost every gunfight unless Winstrike are playing as a team. So you'll see they go from this lobby standing still default to a quick outside take. They want to create problems. They want to take map control, and that's exactly what they've done. But as Hobbit gets down lower, so does 2 CTs. They beat him to the vent for a change. This Molly won't work. They're going to see through it. Mo hits a shot, and now it's just down to 2. Blink and you miss it. This round is once again potentially done for Winstrike.
Yeah, same 2 still alive. Crizzen and Bondic to try and do it again. A 2-on-5 that they weren't able to pull off in the last round. They now get a second chance at. But to reset back to the last checkpoint, it has come at a bit of a cost. Crizzen, 15 points of health is the difference between this and the last time we saw them attempt it. So, are they going to be able to offer anything up? Might be kind of tempting to go for a save here at the same time, because if you hold on to these weapons, you will have an investment in this round coming. Now, probably isn't worth it. Well, it still is. Crizzen has money. So Bondic can justify saving this 1 AK. It's not going to be great, though.
No, it's not going to be ideal, optimal even.
I think a lot of this as well could be attributed to the fact that Nealon goes from not having a single kill to his name to just kind of coming back alive in the same way that he was over on Mirage, right? He's starting to find his footing now here on Nuke, and suddenly, you know, it goes from being like a 5-on-4 or feeling a bit like it for Winstrike to now even odds once again. Another flawless round. It's back-to-back flawless rounds for Syman Gaming. And at this point in time, that's great, because one of the issues for this team, when they were 8-1 down, we were saying the problem they're going to have is it's going to feel like a real grind before you kind of get back in charge of the money. Well, hey, they did the grind. They're back in charge of the money.
Small victories, I guess.
And you do wonder, like, okay, in those timeouts, you had a couple of them right there, what was said? Because something certainly changed.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, the way that they're approaching this outside area and like over towards the inner side has kind of shifted up a bit. We've seen Mo look a lot more mobile in these last few rounds, right? He went down towards Secret to kickstart it all. Now he's back here outside, and he does have support from Nealon, who's playing this swing position between main and outside to offer up some resistance there. He's also playing off of Kios, who's kind of made this position at CT Vent a bit of a mainstay for him. And
Oh dear.
these two, Nealon and Kios, playing off of each other could make all the difference. In this round, it's actually going to be Norbert lighting up the scoreboard the first time around, the second, the third, and the fourth as well. Norbert on a tear. And it's Bondic, the last man remaining. He does nade Norbert out and taps down another, but the trade is in from Kios. 4 on the board for Syman and 4 for Norbert as well.
Yeah, great round from Bondig. He lines up a smoking door and he completely gets it wrong. Like he's doing one of those lineups where you do it with a roof, but yeah, the main smoke you can see in this replay has a huge gap in it, so didn't really connect. Was a little deep, I think, for the lineup. Doesn't matter. He finds some kills.
Plus, Norbert has a field day.
Yeah.
They've all lined up for the potato sack race, and you guys ever had one of those?
Yeah, where you go in a sack and you like jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And in this round, not exactly going to be jumping for joy. Our Winstrike. Still, they've been able to get it into a 2-on-3.
Winnable.
Do you still have this bomb in play? Now, both players tagged up, definitely less than ideal. They're going to try and join up over here towards outside. They've been very, very fast in this approach, but Mo is waiting in the garage spot. The shadow, but a missed shot, and that's Bondic now bringing this back into the realms of possibility for Winstrike. A 2-on-2 presents itself to the squad.
Yeah, if Bondic can get to hell, and even if he gets to hell and gets control of heaven, that does leave a pathway in a world where in which Winstrike can get this bomb planted in upper. And in this 2v2, it's going to be pivotal who wins this next fight. And that's that. We do see the AWP shot come in from the side of Syman. It's Kriaz, but now just Bondic. 1v2. He knows exactly where Kriaz is. And actually, Kiaz is actually going to join him. So it's going to be quite the party here in a second. Bondic might be gifted too. He's just got to have some patience here. Can't pull the trigger right away. Finds one, has the second one right there. And Kriaz is too quick with the up. He had the round in his hands.
Oh my.
Unfortunate turns of events.
That was such a nice try, though. Like, what a flick for Kriaz, man. That's so fast. Bondic plays it excellently. His target prioritization was right to kill the upper player first. I mean, you know, maybe in hindsight, not, right? Because if you killed the lower player, it would have been a different round. But, you know, in his head, that's what makes sense. And look how quick the flick is. Look how fast the reaction is. It helps that Kriaz has that cover to hide behind. Bondic can't get the immediate headshot because Kriaz is tucked. So, great round.
The baller play would have been to jump on top of his head while shooting Bondic. Or no, shooting the player out of heaven.
Yeah, I mean...
And then, of course...
I'm sure you would do that, Trace.
Well, you know, it's like I always say, you know, this game's easy. I just don't know why you guys have a hard time with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first thing anyone who's ever played Counter-Strike will say. It's easy, dude. It's so easy. I mean, this is,
It's like Call of Duty, but with just less running, right? So that's
the sprint
like easier already, you know?
Oh, dear.
I think that is how it works.
Best game in the world,
I think that's what we all agree on. Nealon, looking over here towards outside. He's armed with an M4. And he's keeping his wits about him. Knows that there could be a player up on top of main, but he does take one to the dome. It's a bit of a response, though. Nealon wasn't happy with getting headshots, so he does give as good as he takes in this round. Hobbit down towards Secret, but he's very much here alone. Might look to come in late to help out his teammates who are trying to sneak into this A-bomb site. We have to be very, very quiet because if we're too loud, we might alert Kios, who's still at this CT vent position, to the whereabouts of Winstrike. Elian trying to hold the vents, and there is a man in heaven. I think Mo spotted them there, and now the pace is to get picked up for Winstrike. Kios, CT vent, he's been good here, but Crizzen on the Deagle, and Hobbit's Galil finding a double on this late Secret rotation. Winstrike, they regain a foothold in that round. Some way, that A-play gives stellar results over, and it's the late fight from Hobbit that comes in, cuts down 2 players in rotation. Stellar work from him. I thought when he was stuck in Secret, I was like, yeah, okay, Hobbit's going to really struggle to find much from this position. he's just so patient. He just waits. He knows that with them actually, and you know, it does kind of hinge. Like if everyone had died getting into the A bomb site, then yeah, or you know, if it had taken longer. But the fact that they try and rotate players in so quickly and Hobbit's so patient allows him to find a lot of success.
Also, Keels' position is great behind the CT vent. He hears Bondik run, but as Bondik runs, I think someone flashes the vent position. He doesn't get blinded, but he turns. And that turn gives Bondik the time to kill the only player on the site. He trades it straight away, but by that point he's dead. He can't go wide. He's dead to the door player. So I feel like Keels could have got a lot more done there, but an unfortunate hand dealt his way. Oh, the AWP, it's here to stay. Kriaz finding Elian in the door, starting off this round strong for Syman. They needed that kill. This is the last round of the half, and this is an excellent T-side for Winstrike. They might even find 10 at the end. Lucky finding Neelan outside. Neelan's been good, you know, getting away with a kill and playing safe, but not in this one. Hobbit even catching Keels down on B, turns away, and that's an unfortunate timing. B is open for the taking. They just need to get past this AWP of Mo. It's a pretty good gun to hold though, but can't take down multiple players. Has to drop B into Hobbit, who's already here. Bondik's gonna beat him to the punch anyway, and B has been taken. Norbert in the secret can't stop the plant.
Yeah, that could have been it right there. It was a close shot, even more of a close battle to try to get out of ramp and into lower as fast as possible. And for Syman Gaming, they found themselves with just 2 players alive, and Kriaz and Norbert. Now, Norbert has worked his way over here to the control room. He's going to find Bondik. They're going to be into it. Short battle, short exchange of bullets. Kriaz is going to have to open the decon door right away. The jig is up. They know exactly where he is now, and he's scoped. He misses the first shot. Ultimately, Hobbit doesn't miss because a Hobbit would not miss. Watch out, all you Mordor fans. We'll be right back after this with more Hobbit memes, puns, and there, everything in between. Syman Gaming taking a Winstrike in the ESL 1 Road to Rio.
Turn my heart into something gold. No, I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I rode it all along on your way right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. Your side, I fell up when you fell down, but we stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself, cause I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL 1 Rio, the road to Rio they're in. This is flight number 1337, heading up to the second half of play here on Nuke. Syman Gaming, and of course, Winstrike. Temperatures on the ground are as follows. 10 to 5. Getting underway here shortly. Thank you for flying. It's a 1.
Make sure to put up your trade tables, put your seatbelts on, and tuck in for this series. It's certainly heating up here in the second map. Winstrike 10-5 up at the end of the half on their pick. And they took Mirage as well away from Syman. Bondic, he knows they're close, he knows they're coming. And he's ready with the USP, but missed shots. There's too many targets, too many Ts, and they will find the entries needed to take this A site. There's no one here left. There's only a Heaven player. Ramp flank does come through. Lackey with 1. This is still winnable, but Neelan drops Elian, and the bomb gets planted.
Oh, that's a blunder. Hobbit brings Neelan very far down, but now it's just on the Lackey. 1v3. What is he looking for here? They're going to continue to try to close the door on him. Kind of pranking on him right there. Will Syman Gaming pick up a pistol? And they do take flight in the second half.
We have liftoff. And can they stay airborne? That's a question. Or will they come crashing back down? Because Winstrike are, at least in my opinion, going to force in the second round. It's standard on the CT side, especially on a map like Nuke. Nice shots from Neelan. He has been good. CIS as well, stepping up in this map. Let's see what Winstrike can do with his force. Double scout, triple pistol. It's going to be full AKs and Galils for Syman, not wanting to mess around, but that can also be even more costly if they lose it. So they've got to be very careful. Grenades going over. Elian's hit a tag, and he's fallen right back. Another shot connects, and this is why the scouts are so good. This is only 1 of 2 of them, and it's already painted up 2 players on 30 HP. A bit of a worry for Syman Gaming in this round. Winstrike haven't killed anyone yet, but they're getting awfully close to. Look at the damage done. First blood found by Syman, but this is still losable. Not anymore. 2 more kills come through, and outside control going the way of Syman. Significant damage, and Bondic's going to clean up 1. Let's see how many kills Winstrike can get in this round. It's only going to be 1 for now, because Bondic, he takes a fight to Neelan, puts him on 10. It's down to Hobbit, who can't do anything. Oh, that was on a knife's edge right there with the low HP from the scouts. But it's still going to be a conversion round as Syman looked to find 8.
Man, Bondic has actually looked really, really good for Winstrike, right? Like, I've only just realized he's 20 and 10 right now. 2-0 KD here. Back on Mirage, he felt like a real master at that B bomb site. And I've just really enjoyed watching him. Obviously, best known for like his tenure in Hellraisers and Flipside back in the day. That's one of the things that I do think is really cool about this Winstrike squad, is it feels like you've got like players from every kind of generation of, maybe that's the wrong word, but you know what I mean? Like all the kind of tiers of different levels of experience coming on in. You've got Bondic as like the kind of veteran within this team. Hobbit, obviously, major winner. Crizzen, been at majors with Avangar. And then you've got like the kind of younger guns who started playing in 2018, 2019. You know, like Monolith Fade, for example.
Right now, it's only an eco, but this is getting awfully close. A 4-on-3 favors Winstrike. They don't have guns, and Kios is pushed out. They don't know. So he gets a kill alongside Norbert. Now it's just a top hit, and assuming they Molotov this position, that's a free kill. Nothing Elian, or Hobbit rather, can do about it. Elian's stuck on the site, and they're going to find him in a second as well. Quick kills for Syman. Nice anti-eco. 8 to 10. Just going about the business as we now get to the excitement of this half. It's going to be Winstrike buying up on the CT side. AWP instantly available. Those ecos were profitable for Winstrike at least. Let's see if they can continue to profit into the rifle rounds. If it will be Syman to find double digits.
Yeah, Syman Gaming pick up Mirage. Albeit things were a wee bit close. Now they want to close the door here. And by Syman Gaming, I mean Winstrike pick up Mirage.
Syman picked Mirage. They just didn't pick it up.
Yeah,
sometimes your picks can be the hardest to pick, Trace. But are they going to do any better on Winstrikes? I don't know. It wasn't a good first half, but this T-side could be where they come alive. Elian, though, looking to push. He just misses that timing. A player on top of the box. That would have been a kill onto the AWP. Instead, it's a Molotov that pushes him back down lower, and Syman put a lot of stake in taking this outside control. They're wondering why they can't find a kill, and it's because of Elian down lower. He's not fighting CT like they expect. Hobbit has a very tight angle, letting them go main if they want, but he peeks out with a flash from Lackey and gets a kill. Now he's trapped. Now they know he's here. So support is a must-have, but Krisen's dead immediately. Lackey needs to come and help Hobbit out of this spot. Another flash falling, and Syman going to try and chase him down.
Look at this position from Hobbit, Harry.
Yeah, this is a pretty terrifying spot to be in, though, especially with outside control just being conceded. Like, this feels very, very weird. I figured Lackey was going to come in to help out because now Hobbit, he's actually able to get that. That's nuts that he somehow wins that fight, and he's trying to toe up another, but it's his old teammate Mo to best him in the head-to-head. That's when Lackey comes on in. 3 kills to his name, as well as the flash that allows Hobbit to go on a tear of his own. 11 on the board for Winstrike. Best Syman Gaming in that round there, but there's still an investment available here for this T squad. However, it will be their last for the foreseeable future if they don't pick this one up. So, kind of hinging the success of the game on this round, it feels like.
Yeah. At least got the AWP for it, though. Mo's going to take it over the silo for a kill, but, well, he gets killed instead. Pushed out by Hobbit, who pushes red, kills his ex-teammate right back. Hobbit still in a precarious position with players on the outside. Kios is looking for the kill, but again, scared of where the AWP could be in this round. Hobbit has dropped lower, meanwhile. Main open. Oh dear, Krias dinked in the door. Through smoke as well, couldn't even get seen. Kios is holding for the lower play, and here's where Hobbit is coming from. It's going to be smokes landing. Hobbit looks to play them. He's not going to expect to play behind main with these smokes coming down. It leads towards an outside play, but no one pushing means Hobbit knows this is a fake, and he can call to watch out for a mini split. Elian's gone to look for that, but he swapped guns to his grenade. Now Kios finding a timing into main. Hobbit has to push a smoke, and he's done that at least. Now the door play. Hobbit doubles it. He finds a third in the round, and now it's just Neelan and Norbert trying to make the impossible happen. And guess what? It's impossible, and it won't happen. 12 rounds to Winstrike. They break the money of Syman, and no bomb plant either. Nowhere near an investment. Syman are going to have to eco this round.
And this is really where Winstrike could just look to put the nails in the coffin, right? If you take this 13th, you're really setting yourself up for success, and there's nothing on the side of Syman Gaming to counteract it. They kind of just have to roll over and take this one, which is a pretty horrible feeling to have to do, especially when you think about the fact that they are a map down in this series as well. You know, giving over 13, leaving yourself 5 rounds behind that of Winstrike. That means a feel-good position to be in. Elian's having a bit of a timeout here with the AWP outside, and he might go ahead and cement it. Maybe not, maybe not. He does need support from Bondic, but the support comes in. 13 on the board now for Winstrike. They keep it clean. They put that one on there, and now they look to the future. Syman Gaming, another investment to come through, but kind of similar to how the last one worked. If they don't find success here, they're in for a world of hurt. Bomb plant is kind of a bare minimum here. And on a map like Nuke, it's nowhere near as guaranteed as it is on a lot of other maps in the pool, right? Like, you know, if you think about a map like Train, for example, and you're in this kind of scenario where the loss bonus is banked up, in rounds like this, you know, you can kind of guarantee that, like, if you go towards the B site, for example, you could probably get that bomb down, even if you don't win the round. Whereas Nuke, really not the same vibe to it. They do get that kill outside, and that's going to help massively. Syman, they've looked good whenever they've secured these early man advantages, but Lackey coming in with a double. Elliot on the rotation, dropping the bomb, gets the information that they're here, and there was a wrap coming in from Krizen, but Kriaz was ready for it.
Yeah, Kriaz and Kios, the only players with kills in this round that still stand for Syman. Norbert died earlier. That flank, maybe a bit fast for Winstrike. You know, I've never actually seen a lobby push that quickly. Bondic's going to spot them going back towards his top site, so he can walk in from the back line as well. Elian's gone upper, but he knows that they should and could already be on A, so he needs to be very cautious and careful. Kios is right below him, bomb planted. Hut smoke, if anything, cuts off his teammate, but could mean that Syman aren't going to be watching that position. His teammate is coming through, and he walks through this smoke. Kios with a kill. Maybe the smoke doesn't favor him after all, as Elian is left alone in the 1-on-2, dropping into the site, killed midair, and Kios will win that round for Syman Gaming. Yeah, I like the idea of smoking the hut and having your teammate walk through it. It's just the timing, right? Keel's 180s right as that walk comes through for Bondic. And it's going to be the round locked in for Syman Gaming. They get it after all.
That they do. 13-9. Still a game in control here for Winstrike. You can't help but to think that they are still in control of this game. But Syman are not going to be going down without a fight, and rightfully so.
Yeah, Winstrike, if they win this round, it all is fine. If they don't, then Syman could streak together some rounds on this T side. Winstrike still have that chance to break the money here and now, and that's really their intention. They don't want this game to get any closer than it has to here. This would be the perfect time to close it out if they are able to. But right now, Syman have beaten to the punch with a quick inner split. Oh, Chris, and he watches it, and he catches it from the top of the hut. Hobbit spots another as well. Tagged up is Neelan, but he's got to commit from this position. He can't really go back, trying to disperse utility before he dies, but his teammates are falling like flies. Down the vent they go, and they're not going to get out of there alive. Elian burns in his own Molotov.
1G, of course.
But Mo, he's got to fall out of this round and save the orb. There's no way he's winning this one.
No, absolutely not. It'd be a hard task. And you know what else was a hard task, Harry? Do you have any idea?
No.
Graduating high school, for some, was a hard task. For others, it was a walk in the park. But in these times, I just want to give a special congratulations to my little cousin, Chasen Parker, for graduating high school. But moreover, because of the current global situation, there is no ceremony. So I felt that this is the best way that I could display that. Congratulations, Chase. You did it, you little rat.
What a madman.
Rascal. Rat. My bad.
Rascal.
Yeah, rascal. That makes
Safer
sense.
word.
Yeah. Nonetheless, Mal's just going to be holding on this AWP. He almost gets himself a Hobbit on the way out. Not known for their delicious flavor, of course. Just 15 seconds. They are hunting this man down.
Yeah, if anything, shooting there only gets you killed. If you go silent, if you like hide from the players, maybe they don't see you. But you know, shooting, that's just going to draw the enemies to you, Trace.
I just had a revelation. I just had an idea. Rush plays Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe he could make a graduation for my cousin in Minecraft.
I think you'll have to talk to Rush about that.
I think I will.
I mean, that's a pretty good idea. And not like you can say no, right? Like thousands of people have just heard this, this binding verbal commitment. So Rush, get on it. 14-9. It's Winstrike time, baby. And they are looking good to take this series in a 2-0 fashion. Elian and his orb, they have been a thing of legends in this series. Well, in this round here and now, he's going to have another chance. They start to pressure him, and there is a dink.
Yeah.
Ooh, Elian's got to get his running shoes on. Down the ramp he goes, but he's going to stick around looking for a fight, and he's not able to win it. Mo gets that kill. Kios on the orb now, but the lineup is in for a man like Lasky, and this site belongs to him. I say Lasky, it's Lackey, but almost nailed it. 15 on the board for Winstrike.
Wrong
Match
region.
and series point. And what a hold from Lackey down towards B. Elian with some great openers as well.
Yeah, this flick is sick. He dropped the bomb with that kill as well. He even gets dinked on his retreat. I like Elian's idea, smoking one side of the ramp and AWPing it. He knows at best he's going to get max one more kill before he's overrun. It's so hard to escape. If you're being rushed by pistols on ramp, you can't escape. You're dying. You're going to go down with as many as you can. But Elian, he can't scope in time, and he's going to get picked up. Not a worry. No plant, no money. Syman have just AKs with such limited utility. Couple of smokes and Molotovs. Right now, one of them hiding in a smoke. Elian's watching this cross. He won't let them get down for free.
Yeah, but this is
to close out this series.
Yeah, this is it, Hugo. We have to really hold down here. We got to batten the hatches, and it's something that Bondic has in store for himself. Elian, with the AWP, is starting to nail the coffins on this wood to create. What is Syman Gaming? Running into some serious trouble in this bracket.
Ooh, still on.
Kriaz has at least made it feel doable, right? Put it back into a 3-on-3, and there's still a chance yet. Syman Gaming, their lifeline of the road to Rio on the line, and Neelan catching Lackey, and then Norbert finding Krizen, one after the other. The kills come on through, and it even follows up onto Elian. So 10 now on the board for Syman Gaming. 5 in a row needed for this T side if they want to get us to an OT. And of course, with the end objective of keeping this series alive, keeping their lifeline here at the road to Rio in this quarterfinal series, they want to try and get us to train 5 rounds. That wouldn't even guarantee it. That would just roll us on to overtime. But from then on in, anything can happen.
And, you know, the ultimate goal here for both of these teams is to find themselves pitted against Hard Legion. I guess that's a Christmas present of some sorts. And that would be in a semifinal, which would be played after the Spirit versus Pro semifinal. So,
Hard Legion, they're waiting in the wings, ready to eat some dreams of the Winstrike team. That's if they go through.
or make some memes.
That too.
Just all seems that it comes down to this. Winstrike, set up again, trying to hold the line here for Syman Gaming, just one round shy.
This AWP could do it all. Oh, missed shot. They see it as well. Now Kios has full control of the yard. He's going to walk into it again. Dangerous decision, but we'll survive. We'll live to fight another day. Alien's still here with a scope. He's actually going to fall out of this position. He knows he could be pushing the garage, and he's actually scoped up at the right time, but he doesn't want to hold forever. He's just constantly pivoting, switching angles. He's already lost a teammate. Kios is pushed up very close, and Alien is in a dangerous dilemma. Oh, he doesn't see the AWP. Most double scoped on the up, and now he realizes, but he swapped positions with Kios. With the kill, he finds, and Kios should be able to trade. He does from hell. Syman still have skin in the game here. They still have a 3-on-3 as Bondic drops Kriaz. This is getting a bit messy. Everyone for Winstrike on top side. Kios wants it. A Molotov to heaven, but maybe lower is the opportunity. Bondic's here with his spray. He gets one, he backs up, and he lets the bomb cross.
Oh, but they double back into the vent. Norbert catches Hobbit in the head-to-head, but Bondic's wrap should find absolutely everything. Bondic continuing to be on a tear. 3 in this round. Over 30 in the server as well, and now the bomb planted for Kios. The last-ditch attempt to keep Syman Gaming in this series, in this quarterfinal, and it all falls onto this man's shoulders. He has the bomb in his favor. Coming in from ramp, it's Krizen on this rotation, the one unknown factor in this round, and Kios is looking for it. Just misses the timing there. Bondic is low, but he's closed this door. Not closed the door on the round, or the opportunity for Kios, however. And now falling back, re-peeking from Krizen, and Kios holds the line. 11 on the board for Syman Gaming. 4 in that round for the man in question as he closes out that 1v2.
Money in the bin, the proverbial dumpster, Hugo. And now Winstrike, they're gonna have to hold on. We could be going 30 right here.
Yeah, overtime is seeming possible. Winstrike losing a couple of rounds right at the edge of things, and now their money, like said, is gone with the wind. That was a weird retake for Winstrike, right? Bondic is so good, but you know, neither of them really realize that he just hasn't moved from his position. He's still sitting behind the door. Right now, it's Pistols pushing outside, and well, it's going about as well as you can imagine. Not at all. At least not for Winstrike. All dead in an instant. A 12th round taken. But just like that, we're back into the action. I like how Winstrike don't make us wait. They give us the guns. Elian on the AWP. He drops an AUG. And they're pretty armed here. Winstrike, 3 opportunities. 1 round is all they need. If they miss all 3 of these chances, they're going to be going to OT. And OT, they're never much love when we go OT.
Or 2 OTs, or 4 OTs, or whatever amount of OTs it takes. But we will get to the bottom of this, I can guarantee it. That's a Harry Russell guarantee.
Binded in blood.
Yes, and spit in the hand type thing.
Yeah, I don't know what we do in that one, but we'll have to wait and see. Hobbit down here in secret, looking towards outside, and while OT could be on the cards, and there's a certain amount we'll never know, in this round, maybe it's the Coyotes of Winstrike looking to pick this corpse dry on the Syman Gaming side.
All right. National Geographic now, of course.
Of course. And, well, what do we know about Coyotes? They're scavengers. They run as a pack. But in this round, Winstrike, they've actually been separated from one another. Divide and conquer, as the old saying goes, and that's what they're going to do to Hobbit outside. He gets caught out on a limb, so a man advantage taken for Syman Gaming. 5-on-4 as they look towards ramp room, an area of the map that Winstrike have foregone entirely. So this is the right decision to make. Not that Syman Gaming know it yet, but they're about to discover that.
Yeah, this gives them options really anywhere. They can drop lower, they can go hell to A. That would be probably the best play right now, considering no one's watching. No one's even considering it for Winstrike. They're going to hear the ramp play. They're going to hear the lower drop. Bondik's hunting. He's run right past the player in door, though, and the noise is very loud. CIS can react to it. Crizin trades, but lower's been lost, and Syman have all 4 players here with a plant coming in. No kit for Winstrike. They may be able to consider some damage, but this retake is looking unlikely. Maybe a save just straight up would be the best call to make. One of those 3 opportunities slipping through the fingers of Winstrike.
OT could be likely here. 13 now on the board for Syman Gaming, and they don't want to remember this series, this quarterfinal series, as 2 almost victories, right? You don't want to think that you got both maps, the full 30 rounds, only to have it elude you. And that's something that could still happen to them in this series. That would be a very bitter pill to swallow.
Well, it's happening here for Syman Gaming, just a couple away.
Just a couple away, and so are we from the CIS Grand Final. That's our Super Series on Sunday. We're going to see it all culminate into this, and so far this bracket, well, it's been a little bit of a wild one. Virtus Pro and Namiga yesterday. VP picks that one up, nets himself an appearance against Spirit, which will be tomorrow, as today is Thursday. And ultimately, the winner of this goes on to play Hard Legion. And then, believe it or not, the semifinals culminate into a grand final on Sunday, to be determined. But so far, it's going to be Winstrike making a play for the semis, and they're looking good doing it. Bondik looking damn good, not only outside of the server, but in the server as well.
Set your alarms, write it down on your calendars, tattoo it into your skin, so when you look in the mirror, you are reminded of that Super Series. Well, it's Sunday.
Yeah, and, you know, obviously maybe, you know, like a washable tattoo. You don't want to, you know.
Or just take responsibility for your own actions. I'm just telling you to do it. You don't have to do it.
There's some typing here. I can imagine we will get a restart of the round itself, as these things are considered match medic. Of course, what that does is set us right back up where we
dead,
left
Trace.
off. Yeah, it's kind of a null round. It's kind of a draw of a round. It's weird. They just continue on.
We go to a 4th map.
Maybe.
Skip the 3rd. Just go straight to number 4.
Well, the money looks proper. It looks primed for what, Hugo?
A buy, Trace.
But then what? What happens here when we go 15-14 and the money is in shambles for Winstrike?
Overtime, Trace. Overtime.
And what is the likelihood of that?
Pretty high. It's all on this round, really, right? It's like Winstrike have one proper opportunity, that being a rifle round. Then they have this cheese round, essentially, which is like a force buy. If they win it, that's great. Like you're not going to bank on it if you're Winstrike. You probably don't win it, but if you do, you have that opportunity to close out the map. If neither of those go your way, well, Trace, we're into the bonus.
We are into those bonus rounds. Harry, what is your sort of like, I guess, wizard feeling tell you about this one? I mean, because Harry, you're a wizard. So what do you think is going to happen?
I definitely think this could go OT, right? Syman Gaming, they've really pieced together this comeback, slowly but surely. And when you look at the route it's taken them to get there, it's been a number of like 1vx's from various guys on the Syman Gaming side to get them in this position. So individually, everyone's starting to come alive. And I think the real X factor right now is a man like CIS, quite simply put, because he's 29 and 18, he's popping off, he's won countless 1vx's for the team. And the kind of X factor that was lying on the Winstrike side for those kind of performances, because like we see CIS's stats here, he's 53 and 38 in the series. The majority of those kills coming off the back of this map right now. The guy on the other side of things for Winstrike was kind of Bondik, who was stepping up and filling that void. But he's faced some difficulty in these last few rounds. And some of the things you were seeing him get away with, like these lobby pushes, have been getting punished a lot more harshly by the Syman Gaming side. So it does feel like they've adjusted quite well to what Winstrike are bringing to the table. And with the money at this breaking point, I think this has got OT written all over it.
And that's why you're a wizard, Harry. You know things that Hugo and I couldn't possibly know. You could bend things with your mind like spoons.
That is true, man. But I don't like to do it too much.
It's weird how it's only spoons. It can't do forks, can't do knives.
No, yeah,
just
it's a very niche superpower, but my word, man, just you wait.
It's weird because he can also only do that when no one's watching. It's kind of like that There was a movie.
Well, I don't like to do it because like my nose starts bleeding and everything starts to hurt. So yeah, you know, you just focus on.
That could be happening to Syman in a second. A bit of a nosebleed and a bit of a hurt street if Winstrike send them that way.
Let's do it. Let's take a look here. An OT potentially on the cards. We're gonna look at the outset of this round, and this could be happening, Harry.
It really could, and this round really does decide it, right? As Hugo was kind of alluding to before we headed into those tech pauses, if Winstrike don't get this round on the board, they are force buying into round number 30.
Oh,
not fun for anyone.
Did Neelan fall off the silo again? He's done that twice in this half. Oh, that's a big pick. Neelan, yeah, I mean, might want to figure that one out in the server offline. Mo has dropped Elian. So that's already painting the picture of OT that we need, the kill that puts Syman a man up in this crucial rifle round, and there's no response. Hobbit's back here, but he doesn't want to take the risk, and there's not many flashes to set him up. They're trying to deal with this position. He's so white. He should be dead, but they haven't cleared it. Hobbit has a chance to take one with him, and he's done that. That is massive from Hobbit. Not a bit of utility used, but he finds a kill. He takes down Mo, the AWP for the T side. Is it going to be worth it? Syman still want to hit this top site. Winstrike have gone very far outside. A player in heaven spotted by Kios on 30, but it's going to be Lackey dropping them from outside. He pushed into this deep position. Now this top side play comes through, but Lackey is denying them from the sidelines. They've got to drop vent. They've got to dive down to B. It's all they've got in this round, and Winstrike hold a man advantage.
And this is as good as done for me. When I look at the setting, when I look at the positions here,
Winstrike,
sure? Things are really spicy right now, but this has to be the end, Harry. We look at Winstrike on the retake, 2v2, kits in hand, Molotov's out, Lackey. He's going to find a player, Norbert, with a grenade in his hands and opt not to go for the fight there. Crizin there on the back lines is going to find that kill, and now just one player alive to stop them from the defuse, to stop them from moving on to the semifinal. They tap it once. Krias tries to fight from the door. The kill's going to come in for Winstrike. OT avoided, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. GG on the board. We do have a victor here.
Yeah, it's Winstrike to get it done. It's 2-0 in their favor, and they look dominant. They're going to move on to face the likes of Hard Legion in that semi-final. Winstrike take a bow as they get this one over the line. Stellar stuff in the server today, and join us after a quick break. We're going to take a look at the madness that was this series.